How's it going, guys? It's Henry, and in this video I'm going to walk you through some of the top apps that you want to install on your Shopify store and why these apps are going to increase the conversions on your store and maximize the sales that you're getting currently. So not all these apps are essential or completely necessary on your store, but a lot of the time I will install most of these when I'm setting up the store because they just make life far easier and they do increase conversions, as I'm going to explain. So the first app that you want to install on your store is Oberlo. And I know I said just a few seconds ago actually that not all these apps are essential. You don't need to have all of them. But as much as possible, I would say actually you do need Oberlo. If you're doing Shopify dropshipping, you're sourcing products from AliExpress, for example, and then fulfilling orders and so on, you do want to have Oberlo because it's just going to make life far easier for you. I've never actually had a Shopify dropshipping store without Oberlo because that is how good it is. It just makes life easier in terms of importing products. One, so what Oberlo does is you can go to Oberlo, type in the products that you want to have in your store, and it directly imports them onto your store. You do the descriptions all on there, the pricing, the weight, anything that you want to do is specified on Oberlo, and then it directly links that onto your store. So you don't need to source products first and then manually go and do it on your store. So it just saves you a lot of time, one, in importing products and sourcing products onto your store. Again, all this about Oberlo, I'll walk through Oberlo in another video that I have on this channel very soon. So don't worry about how exactly to do all that in Oberlo, but that's how it helps in terms of the importing of products. And in terms of the fulfilling of orders as well, you can do that directly from Oberlo. So when somebody orders on your Shopify dropshipping store, basically you can directly go onto Oberlo, and then it picks the product that this person ordered and allows you to fulfill the order pretty much very easy from there. It goes directly to the product on AliExpress. Then you can order from there, and Oberlo just make things far simpler. It pulls all the elements you need in terms of importing and fulfilling orders. So Oberlo is a must. Not all these apps I'm going to mention are a must, but if you're doing Shopify dropshipping, as I stated, you definitely want to download Oberlo, at least give it a shot. It's going to help out and make life far easier for you. So the second app that you want to have in your store is an app called Hurrify. Now, what's so special about this app? Basically, some of the most important principles in marketing are scarcity and urgency. You want to instill a sense of urgency and scarcity in your customers so they take action, because a lot of people browsing online might not want to take action. People are just passively browsing, but when they see that there's a product that they like on your store, but there's only a limited amount in stock, or this deal is going to end very soon, people are pressed into taking action, meaning they buy from you far quicker. So that's what Hurrify basically does. In the app, it allows you to place these elements on your product page. Basically, it adds in some scarcity, adds in a timer, a limited amount in stock, and so on. So people are pressed to take action. So I didn't have it first when I started off with my first dropshipping store. And then for whatever reason, I installed it on my store and I saw conversions directly increasing. I was getting more sales once I had the Hurrify app and I was pushing people to basically buy the product. You do have to know that if you're looking to build a long-term brand on Shopify, it might not be the best route to go because it does cheapen your brand a little bit by having those elements. But to start off with, it definitely works in increasing conversions, which is what this video is about. So I would recommend that you install Hurrify on your site. It would help in terms of increasing your conversions and getting you more sales on the site. The next two apps I'm going to mention are very good in terms of anyone that's doing a free plus shipping model, because free plus shipping is really good to get people into the front end of your store. It gets people buying from your store, even if you're not making a lot of profit off the sales. But what you want to make sure you do if you're doing a free plus shipping model is take into account all the upsells that you have on your store. You want to make sure when people come into your store and you give them the free plus shipping, you might be making a little bit of profit or even breaking even or losing money. So if you want to be profitable in the long term, you've got to make sure if people are coming into your store and not buying much, you're not making much of a profit, you've got your back end set up and you've got upsells in place to make sure people actually buy more from your store. Basically, you increase the average order value from customers, and that's going to make sure your store still stays profitable with a free plus shipping model. So a lot of people do free plus shipping and don't take into account the back end, and then they aren't successful with their store. So if you're doing free plus shipping, you want to make sure you install the Bold product Upsell or any upsell app like that. Bold Upsell is a good one. I might mention a couple others, but for the sake of brevity and to be short, just look for Bold product Upsell. That will bundle some products together for you and make sure your average order value increases on your store. So that's a very, very good app as well. Another app that I said helps in terms of the free plus shipping model is MinMaxify. I believe that's the name. I'll clarify, but I believe it's MinMaxify. And what this does is it puts limits on the amount of products that people can order in your store. So sometimes you don't want people to come in on your free plus shipping products and order 20 items, because then you might not be profitable. So if you want to cap the amount of orders one person can do in terms of claiming a free plus shipping offer, you put this MinMaxify app on, and it restricts the amount of items that people can buy. I do have to say about this app, I've used it once where somebody was able to go past that limit somehow, and I lost a bit of money on that sale. I wasn't happy about that, but in general, I haven't had any other problems with the app after that. So MinMaxify is a good app in terms of limiting the amount of orders one person can make on a particular product. So the next app I'm going to mention is the email marketing app, an abandoned cart recovery app called Conversio. So this app is good because firstly, if somebody abandons your cart, it can send automatic emails to these people, notifying them of the item that they've got in the cart, and perhaps giving a discount to give a further incentive for people to complete their orders. If you aren't following up on the abandoned carts in your store, you're definitely losing out on some money. So an app like Conversio is going to do that for you, follow up automatically with customers to make sure you convert as many people, or you win back as many people that dropped off after adding to your cart. What you can also do with Conversio is also send newsletters. You can send invoices or you can send receipts, to anyone that's bought from your store, just notifying them of your order. And this is going to make people just happier with the what's the word I'm looking for? Happier with the feeling that they get from your store, basically happier with the experience that they have, because part of making your e-commerce store successful is also about the experience you give customers. Give people a good experience and they will keep coming back to your store. You will make more money. So this app is good in the sense that it makes the experience better for your customer. It follows up with them, and you can build a relationship through email marketing. So take advantage of this, guys, and you will make a lot more money on your store than you're currently making now. It also touches on something that a lot of people get wrong, which is they only just focus on the Facebook side of their store. They only focus on doing the ads, and then they just leave it at that. You want to make sure you've got apps like this in place to maximize sales from other places as well. Your sales aren't just coming from Facebook. They will come from Instagram. They will come from email marketing. They will come from affiliates and so on. So use an app like this to take care of the email marketing side of your store and get sales from your emails also, guys. The next app is also related to the customer experience that you're giving people. It's called Shopify, and basically what this allows you to do, especially if you're using e-packet shipping, which all of you doing drop shipping should be using, because obviously you already have a disadvantage when it comes to drop shipping. The times that people have got to wait for your products aren't the best. So one, make sure you're doing e-packet shipping, because that cuts down the time substantially compared to the China post or whatever other postal method that they have on there. So you want to be using e-packet, and then Shopify allows you to track when somebody makes an order. If you put in the number that you get from AliExpress, and then it's going to update that, giving you a tracking number in order to track when the order has been delivered. So one, this will limit any disputes that you have with your payment processor like PayPal, because you can prove that these things have been delivered. Also, it's going to reduce customer complaints, because you can point back to how far the order is. You can point to where the order is, and this is just going to help you much more in terms of the experience that customers get from your store. So this is Shopify. Install it on your site if you want to keep people updated with where their orders are, or you're going to get complaints. You're going to get more problems with your payment processors in the future. So this is also an essential app, or some other app that allows you to track as well. This is the app that I generally have used so far. So check it out and you'll definitely get some benefit from that. Also, you want to make sure when you have your store, you're building up an email list as well, because that's going to be a big asset for you when it comes to your store. You don't just want to be focusing on just making instant sales and not building up a list of people. If you've got a list of people, You can then remarket to them. You can upload that onto your Facebook audience, custom audience, and market to them in that way. It's just a really, really good asset to have. So you want to be making sure you're building up your customer base, even from people who haven't bought from you yet. So how do you do that? You install this app or an app like this, which is Privy. I've installed this on every store that I've set up. It allows you to get emails from people who visit your website. And how does it do this? What Privy does is it basically is an exit intent pop-up. So when somebody shows intent that they're about to leave your store, they're browsing and they're like, oh no, this is not for me, they're about to close it. What Privy does is it pops up a pop-up saying, hey, get 10% off, to get 20% off. You can set it for whatever you want it to say, but basically offering a discount is a really good incentive because it just makes people far more likely to stick around. So you offer an incentive in the form of a discount, and people don't just get the discount though, they've got to enter their emails in order to get the discount. So you get the emails, they get the discount. So obviously this gets every drop out of people that visit your store. You don't want to be wasting the traffic you're driving to your store. So this ensures that at the very least, if people don't buy from you straight away, which is of course the best case scenario, you still do get an email that you can remarket to these guys in the future, and it's getting every drop out of every amount of traffic on your site. So an app like this is definitely going to increase your bottom line, and it's also going to build up your email list in the process. So it's a win-win. Definitely get an app like Privy. Definitely get Privy actually, because it's a very good app. So the last app that I would recommend that you install on your sites is TrustMSG. Personally, I haven't used this on many of my stores myself, but I do know it works. I do know so many success stories already from people who are using this app. Basically, it automatically responds to comments on your Facebook post. So if people comment on your Facebook post, it automatically sends them a follow-up message in the inbox. You almost get 100% open rate, as opposed to emails. A lot of people don't open the emails. You won't get 100% open rate on emails, but for Facebook messages, how many people check their Facebook messages? Basically, every one of you out there opens Facebook messages every day. So by sending people automatic Facebook messages, they open up, you offer them a discount or whatever, you just drive them over to your store and you get a lot of sales in that way. It's a bit on the expensive side, $97 a month, but you get 10,000 messages for that. So it's a good app. You definitely, if you're making a lot of volume already on your store is doing very well, you might want to try this app as well. Maybe it's not for beginners out there, people not getting sales already, but if you're getting a lot of sales in your store, you might want to test this out and see how it goes. Let me know if you do install that, how it goes for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe for more videos on Facebook marketing, marketing for Shopify stores, or just subscribe because you like this painting in the background. And regardless, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.